Sending. We are live on what looks like 3 of 4 platforms. Okay, cool. We'll go ahead and bring Lauren into the game here. Oh, look at her. Look
Hey.
at her. She's in. She's here.
Hello.
Hey, everybody.
I see.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. Tonight I'm building a vocal booth out of PVC, and Lauren's going to build her D&D character. So she's going to share her screen. Like, we're doing a game of D&D coming soon, and she's going to show us how it's done character building wise.
I am going to learn how to build a character while you guys watch me learn how to do that. So,
well, I build a vocal booth out of PVC, and it's going to be fun.
First time D&D here.
First time PVC.
Oh, you're like, that sounds like a drug.
Yeah, probably. I think you're thinking of PCP.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I knew most of the initials were the same.
Common mistake.
Okay, so I will share my screen. This feels just like when I TA. Okay, so I think that everyone can see my whole screen. Cool. Can you see what that looks like?
Looks like, let's see, is the screen up? See, there's your screen.
Oh, cool. Okay, awesome. Very interesting.
Indeed.
All right, so this is strange. Okay, so here is roll 20. No one can guess my password. Passwords are like my kryptonite.
Yeah, keep that safe. Keep that safe for sure.
Yeah, anyone could take the roll 20 password, but now you can't.
Now you can't. Not an option.
Yeah, so for D&D, you have to make a character, and there's a lot of terms that I don't know well enough to properly say them. But yeah, Casey, who is a friend of John from college,
yeah,
he's going to be our D&D master, and he asked us to, get prepped by making our characters. And so we walked through a little bit of it last time, and I'm trying to recall as I talk what I'm supposed to be doing. So bear with me if you want. All right, so thankfully, Casey, who's very awesome D&D dungeon master, he sent this little questionnaire thing. Okay, so confirm the racer class and the campaign character sheet in the campaign folder. All right, so let's see.
Y'all let me know if the audio is usable or not.
Yeah, maybe I've just been talking into the void.
Okay, Casey heard you.
Yeah, Casey, I forgot what I'm supposed to do. But it's okay. But it's okay. I'm I think I found the thing. I think you put the link there. I just was a little worried. Okay. Cool. So yeah, the idea that I had for my character is half or a full elf. Not sure what type, because there can be forest elves and then high class elves, which are kind of like Lord of the Rings-esque in my mind, at least. They're royal elves, and then I want her to have some kind of curse that's put on her, so she turns into a bird. Because I thought that that's what we were supposed to do when they said make a character.
Nice.
So I was like, here's her backstory. When she falls asleep, it's basically Fiona. I stole Fiona.
You got
What elf?
in the chat there.
Oh yeah, I said forest elf. Yeah, I was like, it's woody area.
Yeah, it gets the message across.
Yeah. Okay. And so let's go back to the campaign thing. Yay, thank you. Casey said that's what I'm supposed to do. He's such a very nice, supportive dungeon master person.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
I'm pretty sure there are a lot of things that I have done weirdly, and he's just yeah, let's take that and shift it. And we'll make it into this. And that's a sign of a very good manager and boss, in my opinion.
Indeed.
Or dungeon master.
He was a pretty good section leader, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a heck of a dungeon master.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just see.
Oh yeah, and you guys can read some of my things. So I guess my class is Ranger, or my class or my race is Ranger. I guess my race is Elf, and then my class is Ranger.
Oh, nice.
I don't know. It's Elf and Ranger. Not sure. I'm pretty sure that the Elf is the race.
Okay.
Yeah, and then okay. Oh, cool. So Casey wants to know if I have a beast companion, which is really cool because in Fortnite today you had the option of becoming an inflatable bull. And you carried around a little inflatable bull, and it made me really happy. So I think this just means I want a companion, like maybe a little tiny bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, like sits on my shoulder like I'm a pirate.
Yeah.
Or hummingbird. I like hummingbirds.
Inflatable.
Yeah.
That's great. That's
Yes.
great.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Okay. And you manage in the battle, or if you're more of a Legolas doing it all yourself. Yeah, like it's like Pokemon. I'm not sure. I think I like the idea. These are good questions. I'm gonna like roll over it because that's what the inflatable bull does. Inflatable. Okay, and then yeah, the curse, whether or not it's just like my family or overall. Thank you. Yeah. And what did you see as fighting for justice? Verbal arguments, actions louder than words, sticking nose in. Oh, these are great questions. Okay, so yeah, I think at least 2, and I'll just write in there.
Okay.
Next. So for the curse, it turns her into a bird or gives her control over birds. Now that I said it out loud, the water sounds really weird. I kind of like it though. It's like birds. It reminds me of the Aquaman guy from what is the cartoon?
I don't know.
She has the whatever Harley Quinn, the Harley Quinn cartoon.
Oh, King Shark.
No, Aquaman, like all he can do is basically like send little fish animals out to fight stuff for him.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. That's what I would be with birds. Option 1. Curses just known to my family. And it's a topic of shame, which is why I'm an outcast.
Wow. Never
Ooh,
used a
nice.
PVC cutter before. That is like
Very well named.
indeed. It's a cool little piece of work.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, I'll think about the fighting for justice thing. 'Cause I feel like it should be actions are louder than words.
Okay.
Because she's like if she left her family, I feel like actions probably mean a lot more than like somebody just being like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
still loyal.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then so create a background. Goodness.
See the little 20-inch pieces. It's perfect. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you guys, while I'm figuring out what I'm doing, watch John cut pipes.
Pretty exciting stuff.
I mean, not gonna lie.
Big fat thrill.
Okay. And I have my score stuff. I sent it to John. Oh yeah. Casey said he'll hop on and help.
Aw.
Thanks, Casey.
Oh yeah. Let me send you. Yeah. Let me
That'll probably be a lot faster.
I'll send you a link to the to the restream just in case the one I sent you a while back is out of date. I'll put it in the Discord for our D&D group. Thanks for hanging out with us while we do this, Casey.
Yeah, thank you. And John is learning via osmosis from this process.
Truth.
Okay.
There we go. There's a link for you, Casey.
Oh, do I need to wear headphones?
I think you're okay. You'll just you'll have an easier time hearing Casey if you do. Yeah, you can just plug it into your laptop. You don't need to plug it into my setup here.
Okay. I didn't hear any people though.
Oh no.
Close the door. Oh wait, no, I can just mine syncs. It should sync.
Okay. So we're gonna get a little bit of an echo here. I think.
Wait, I gotta stop streaming.
Okay, what output? I think I want it going to the headphones. Okay, but yeah, now when Lauren speaks, we're probably gonna get an echo. Oh, Casey's here. Hey, Casey.
Hey, Casey.
We got you.
Yay.
You're on screen. Nice work. Working out the logistics. Me too. Us too. It's going great.
Cool. I was getting
Oh,
headphones on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, this is
preventing whatever.
I'm not getting an audio
echo
from
from
Casey, but that doesn't mean it's not working. It
Hey.
means I'm not getting
Hey.
audio.
I can hear John
And
and me.
You can hear. Okay, that's good. That's good. Why wouldn't we be getting Casey?
I'm getting a lot of looping.
Oh, I'm getting Casey.
Oh, you are? Okay, so it's just me then who's having a weird time
But-
with it.
He said he's getting a lot of looping.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can fix that.
It's
Oh.
like 5 of us talking to one of Casey.
Right? Oh, yeah, because we don't want. Oh, yeah. My situation is kind of weird this way.
Technically,
It's really weird because the delay is just long enough
I have no
that it
immediate-
sounds like you're coming to the same idea twice.
There are
Oh
solutions
yeah,
to
it's
exist.
this. 30 seconds later.
Or, yeah, contact
Oh
number.
yeah, it's this.
thanks for joining though.
Totally.
You're gonna hear that just on loop now.
Happy to.
I can share my screen.
So if I don't need to hear myself,
Oh wait,
Okay.
is it because I have Twitch open?
no, it's
Maybe
not.
Once. Oh, okay.
It was. Oh, yeah. That would be why you're getting
There we go.
me twice. Good catch.
Wonderful. I was hearing y'all once. Okay. I'm only on Restream now. Let's see how that works.
Let's see if I cut Lauren's mic. I'm still getting.
What if I cut mine? Did that do it?
I'm not hearing any echoing now once I
Oh,
muted
but now
the
I
stream.
can't hear him.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting.
Because mine syncs up with my headphone.
That makes sense. Uh, check. Okay, that's not it. Check. Okay, yeah, the echo on my end is coming from Lauren. Yeah, no, it's from your mic plus my mics. We're creating echo.
So I just, if I mute mine, is it fine?
Are your headphones plugged in?
They're connected. They're synced.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But then that means that because like I would normally hear Casey through here, I can't hear him. So I should either take my headphones off or
I'm just saying something
Um,
so you might hear me.
or we should do that.
Oh, I can hear Casey. Casey's going great.
Yeah, I hear both of y'all.
Okay. That's good. That's what we want.
So I should turn my headphones off.
I think you're okay.
I can't
Yeah,
hear. I can't hear Casey though.
Oh, you should be able to.
Can you hear me now?
Well, because I had to mute mine
Oh, I didn't do it.
because I thought that's what I was supposed to do.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
Can you hear me though?
I can hear you.
Okay, well then we're set.
Yes, we're set.
I still hear a double, but it's okay.
Because you're hearing me in reality, and then you're getting the internet.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. This is weird,
It is.
but manageable.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So everyone else is just hearing us once. I guess Casey,
I think so. Yeah.
you're just hearing us once. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I can hear you twice if I turn on the stream again, and then I'll just have double. Now I know
That's
how
what
long
I'm
the Twitch
getting.
delay is. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I know how long it takes for me to hear myself twice and get distracted, which is not no time at all. Okay, so can you see my screen?
Not
I think
your
you shared it.
screen. I see you.
Just
And I see
me.
John.
All right.
Let's
Well,
use
then now read my facial expressions to,
Go for it.
to
Yeah.
understand
Mhm, mhm.
what I'm doing wrong.
No, nothing wrong. So you were going to pick a background, you said. That's what it sounded
I
like. you
think
were headed
so.
for. Cool.
I
So
wanted to do whatever I was supposed to be doing.
yeah, so background is one of the things you pick. It'll go in the in that spreadsheet just so that I've got everybody's in one place and y'all can all see them. It's both the story of what your character used to do and a little bit of mechanics. All the backgrounds have 2 skills you would get better at because you've spent your life doing some of that. So I can list off some of them and see if anything tickles your fancy, either from the RP side or from the stats side.
Okay.
A common one is Acolyte. You spend time at some kind of temple. And you would have Insight and Religion, which is reading people and like knowledge of religion.
Okay.
There's Charlatan, which is, or how about this? Give me some flavor of what you want your past to have been.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm just gonna make a decision in terms of like her background. So, since her family is going to be shaming her, it means they have respect. So she's a royal elf. So that means she like is going to be more. I think what you mentioned, the religious or like knowledgeable aspect should be something that's there. More like formal education, I guess, rather than like hands-on learning. That's
How
what
long ago do you think you left?
I want to say, like 10 plus years. So
Okay.
cursed as a child, and then so then that's a
It was
good
coming of
point.
age when she left, right? Because it was.
Yeah, let's say that. Yeah, so she
she
has
left
some
at
knowledge.
16-ish. How old is she now?
She's gonna be 26.
Okay, cool. That works. So backgrounds. There's like Sage would be studied magic and studied history, learned about stuff from that would kind of fit the tutors. There's probably not sailor or soldier. There's hermit. If you really want to emphasize the time that she lived alone, right? During this, it would have been you lived in seclusion, either a small community or entirely alone for a formative part of your life. And you would have like medicine and religion. You would know like how to not necessarily heal. Medicine is more knowledge of the body and you can stabilize somebody who's dying. And religion would be, again, knowledge of religions. And that would be somebody who starts with a little less money. Not that the amount of money you start with is going to change much. There's also noble, which could be emphasizing, the more childhood part of it, which would literally just you were born with power and privilege. You're used to it. You understand it. The 2 skills that come with that are history and persuasion, because you're used to telling people what you need to get your way.
It's good because you wanted charisma.
I know, I was thinking of that, but then I was like, if she left early, so it's hard because I feel like, and I don't know how much it matters, but like the character may not make sense if, like she's basically an outcast and she's trying to like be the opposite of what her family was because her family's greed and like nobleness got them cursed. If she has persuasion and she has nobility, because that's, unless like those are just natural skills and maybe not things that she like honed. I don't know how much it matters, or what would make an interesting character.
Yeah. Both of those do. All of that does. Think of this as like Um, imagine two people playing a cleric, right? They want to heal people. They're worshiping the same god, whatever. One of them has a background of soldier, and one of them has the background of sage, right? One was raised. Here are books. Here are learning methods. Here's what you've learned while you were doing it. So you have both the skills to study and knowledge. And the other one was a soldier on the front lines, and then now they've learned they worship a god and they can heal. They're going to react very differently in situations, right? One of them is going to, oh, this is a threat, let's go look up this threat, and the other is going to, oh, there's a threat, let's go run and face it, face on.
Yeah.
So this is more,
Okay.
Which part of it was affecting who you are now, and you'd say, oh yeah, I'm going to do this because I'm a noble. I'm going to do this because I'm outcast, right? So what is it that motivates her?
Yeah, so I feel like for the first D&D, I should go with what I will naturally be inclined to do whenever I hear a prompt, which I think is going to be like the actions speak louder than words, kind of being less of the persuasion. So I might not be high charisma round one, although I think it will be funny to do it if we continue this and I get more of my D&D legs. So yeah, I think not nobility as a skill. I like the medicine or the hermit one because that kind of is in line with her idea of trying to help others. So maybe she got secluded, found a group of little friends or family that she learned, these skills from, and then she can basically use that in the future.
Yeah. So one thing to think of if you're going to do a hermit and do that, we always want to kind of build some kind of narrative cohesion. So she left her family seeking to do better. She found a group of people. Sounds like that's a natural thought for you. So you want to think, who were these people? Was it a group of druids, a group of this, a certain race? And what made her then leave those people to end up at this town?
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because our mission is we're for hire bandits, kind of
less bandits and more. So this is so I haven't put many details about this yet because I'm so bad at names and it's just one of those things. But it's going to be there is a branch of this company. So I doubt either of you has ever seen something called Acquisitions Incorporated. This isn't that. They actually have a D&D book. It's not that itself, but it's like that in the kind of structure of what's getting it set up, because that's where my brain space is.
Yeah.
So there's a company that does stuff, and they might, have some good and have some bad in it, but they've also got local branches so that people can hire them to do jobs, and sometimes they've got their own reasons to send their people out. So you would be one team going out to do stuff. So it's not so much for hire, they would let you pick if you wanted to or not.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that could be a part of why you're there. It could dictate what kinds of missions you get. But you were with a group of people, maybe it was just a matter of, well, okay, the longer I'm living here with y'all, I'm not actually changing the world. I'm just learning about y'all, right? So maybe it's just you had to go out into the world. Who knows what it could be.
Yeah. So, sorry, or thank you for troubleshooting and talking it out. I like this. I think it's fun, and I'm going to change my mind as I continue to talk. I'll be wait, never mind. So, okay, in my mind, because I want to have a lot of flexibility for whatever missions we do as a group. And I think if she's very, oh, I'm only going to accept missions where I save puppies, then that puts a limitation on the group, which I don't want to do because it should be funner than that. So I think instead she maybe is wanting stability and coming to age in her own self, and possibly getting the curse removed is her long-term driver. And so, okay, with that in mind, maybe she doesn't hate her family necessarily. She was an outcast and she thinks that, they're not great people, obviously, because she got cursed for it. But maybe some very deep level, she wishes that she could, return back to that life. And so she wants the curse removed. But when she got excluded from the family and met these people that maybe came around and helped her whenever she didn't have anyone, that was her hermit time. She really learned how to be more human, I guess, or be more compassionate. And then because she wasn't like needing them, they were really there to help her, or like that, you know, she was helped by having them as her friends. It was fine for her to leave whenever she felt more stable and more comfortable. And that's when she joined the company to kind of get money so she could find a way to remove the curse and sustain like her livelihood.
Okay, that sounds good.
Oh, I know.
He said hi.
Oh,
Yes, he did. Let's see. Yeah, so that totally makes sense. That jives. I'm not intending to change a lot, but one thing that I want to mention when you're talking about the perspective of a, 16-year-old that left home, is I didn't like my family because A, B, and C, but I mean, that's a 16-year-old's view of it. Maybe they weren't bad, or maybe they were worse than you think. Who knows? You're like, man, that caused this curse. So they're totally, it's totally fine. They just caused this curse, but otherwise they're fine. I just got to fix it. And you go back and you find out there's a reason they had a curse.
Yeah, that I like that. That's
who
cool.
knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so leaning toward hermit. Okay. I like to. So the player's handbook has like little suggestions. So if you wanted to randomize it, you could. But it says, kind of you wanted to leave the life of seclusion. You were with them, and then you want to go out in the world. And it gives 8 examples. I was searching for spiritual enlightenment. I was partaking in a communal living in accordance with the dictates of a religious order. Maybe the small group kicked you out for a crime you didn't commit. Oh no, this is behind your seclusion. So this is not why you left. This is why you went to seclusion. I retreated from. So you already have the exiled kind of thing, even though it's kind of self-imposed. You needed a quiet place to work on art, literature, music, or manifesto. Commune with nature, far from civilization. Caretaker of something, or a pilgrim, right? So there's like, that's why I always want to ask the questions that get y'all to kind of say what it is, so that later it like the soldier versus the thing. This is what would motivate you, or this is what you would care about in this situation.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, it's got suggestions for things that can help with role playing. So the character sheets have in the corner of the personality trait, which is about ideal. Nice. What do you care about? Bond, maybe a person, maybe something, and then a flaw. And I think the flaw is one of the most interesting ones, because when a lot of people first try to D&D, they're like, well, I'm going to be the hero, right? And the hero, there's nothing wrong with the hero. So of course, we Mary Sue our way through it. So I'm going to list some off and see if anything appeals to you. Which one of those 4 sounds more interesting to you first?
Yes. I guess, so this would be the reason why I'm leaving the small group that I have?
This is because of your background. This is kind of who you have become up to this point, right? You're at a moment that you can still change moving forward. But like one of mine is a wizard that relates everything that he's ever done to books that he's read. He has no life experience. So it's all, there was a book that did this, so of course that's what we should do, and it doesn't work, right? And his flaw is he can't keep a secret to save anybody's life, because he's excitable and he's story driven. So why would he keep a secret, right? And that's bad if your group needs to keep a secret. So it's that kind of thing, like at this point in your life, based on your background. And so these are suggestions that it has because you said hermit. These might be things that you have because of that. So would you rather talk the ideal, what's important, the bond, a personality trait, or flaw?
I guess flaw?
Sure.
I think okay, yeah.
Yeah, flaw. And this could fit very well for a former noble. Now that I've returned to the world, I enjoy its delights a little too much. You used to have everything you wanted. Now you can have the candy again. Now you can have the sweet drink. I harbor dark, bloodthirsty thoughts that my isolation and meditation failed to quell. That doesn't sound like
that's funny. Yeah.
I am dogmatic in my thoughts and philosophy. Right? You were with the same people for 10 years. You've become very firm in those beliefs. I let my need to win arguments overshadow friendships and harmony. I'd risk too much to uncover a lost bit of knowledge. Or I like keeping secrets and I won't share them with anyone.
Oh man, I mean, I know the one that I want to say because I feel like I think John is laughing. The argument one. Um, uh,
I'm very clever at it.
yeah, he's being nice. But I think it makes more sense. And I already forgot what it was, but the last one.
Keeping secrets, won't share them.
Yeah, like because like she has kind of a troubled past.
Yeah, and these are her. These are suggestions. If you're like, no, I think she's just going to be bad with people, then that could be your flaw, so that you could role play every time. Oh, can I have tall person? You just, right. So you can do the secrets, and so that kind of informs. Maybe you're still keeping your curse a secret, so you're trying to find out how to break it, but you're not telling people about it.
Yeah, I like that idea. Like, I think that would introduce some interesting conflict.
Cool, yeah. Not that your DM would ever throw secrets in your way that you might want to share. Let's see. Let's do personality trait. I find those two the best. The others, for me, have been more hit and miss, but maybe for you they will. Personality trait, it's got 8 suggestions. I'll read them fast. Just stop me if one sounds good.
Okay.
I've been isolated for so long, I rarely speak, performing gestures and grunts. I'm utterly serene, even in the face of disaster. The leader of my community had something wise to say on every topic, and I am eager to share that wisdom. You know what he used to say. I feel tremendous empathy for all who suffer. I am oblivious to etiquette and social expectations. I connect everything that happens to a grand cosmic plan. I often get lost in my own thoughts and contemplations, becoming oblivious to my surroundings. And I am working on a grand philosophical theory and love sharing my ideas.
I like number 4, definitely.
Tremendous
empathy. Yeah. And that makes sense because, she had a lot, and then she kind of lost it. So.
Sure, yeah. And you can pick, when it comes to these, some people pick 2 traits. So if there's another one that you're like, that's me too, whatever you want. But I find that it's almost like a mental, I never did improv, but I would imagine an improv says, hey, you're going to be A, B, and C. Go out and do it. When I don't know what I'm going to do, I'll look at my personality traits. Oh, he loves to go outside, so now I'm going to go outside. Right?
That is good. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Ideals. So ideals really get to. Well, let's see what we have here. My gifts are meant to be shared with all, not used for my benefit. Emotions must not cloud our sense of what is right or true, or our logical thinking. Inquiry and curiosity are the pillars of progress. Solitude and contemplation are the paths toward mystical or magical power. Meddling in the affairs of others only causes trouble. If you know yourself, there's nothing left to know.
I like the 3rd one.
Free thinking. Inquiry and curiosity are the pillars of progress.
Yeah.
So that's it's listed here as going well with chaotic alignment. So people that the laws are there, the laws are there, but that we're never going to move forward if we just follow the laws. You have to do other stuff. You have to innovate.
I think that's very in line.
Perfect. And then bond, which is going to make me ask another one after. So this is kind of, well, you'll hear as I said, nothing is more important than the other members of my hermitage, order, or association. I entered seclusion to hide from ones who might still be hunting me. I must someday confront them. I'm still seeking the enlightenment I pursued in my seclusion, and it still eludes me. I entered my seclusion because I loved someone I could not have. Should my discovery come to light, it would bring ruin to the world. My isolation
That's a cool one.
Yeah. My isolation gave me great insight into a great evil that only I can destroy. So again, it can be hit or miss, or you could be like, that gives me an idea of something I want to do.
Yeah. So I definitely like the first one, which is close knit, because I think that and then I potentially like the last one, but maybe that's. So I don't know if it's possible if that's something that maybe comes about. Like maybe I find out that my family's really fucked up. Oh, sorry, I cussed. That they're really if they are evil, then maybe I'm the only one that could could take him
Sure.
down. But I don't
Maybe.
know if that's where I want to go or not. So
Yeah, it definitely could be. Yeah, but and so you can have both of those. They're all idea generation, and I mean they've even got numbers beside them, so that if you were playing a game, you could. I want to make somebody, and I'm going to totally random it. So they, oh, I rolled a 5. They're oblivious to etiquette, and I rolled a 4. They love power. So it's so you're picking what fits for you. And if you have anything that's not on the list, you can add that in as much as you'd like. I'm going to say if number 1 is important, the bond to your Hermitage Order Association, then one thing to think about is what is the group with which she stayed for a decade, right? Or was it multiple groups? Did it travel from one place to another? You know what? So
Yeah.
that's something that's going to be important to her.
right, yeah, like if it's like a type of like troll or something, I don't know, like maybe it's a very, very strong affinity for trolls.
Yeah, you want like it could be a fae kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it should be like basically somewhere where she can learn the skills, because if she's going to have medicine as a strength or something, and then probably very isolated. Is it better for me to be more specific in terms of like class or race?
Your choice entirely. It's what you care about, and then I can add the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can pick whatever class or race. But yeah, this basically like isolated, but intelligent, small knit group of people. Maybe they have some like more ancient wisdom or something like that. So like, they could share unique knowledge with her.
Okay.
What was my flaw again?
Your flaw was you like keeping secrets and won't share them with anyone.
Oh yeah. Yeah, nice.
Oh no, this pen is empty. Come on, this one.
Do I need to take notes, or is that what you're doing? I can't tell.
You're gonna want them in as much as like when I play in person and when I play online, I like to have the kind of one sheet for my person, because then I don't have to fiddle with the screen to look at what I care about. So whatever you find most important about her, you want to have access to. That's it. So whether it's on the sheet that I put it on, or you do it on, or whatever.
Okay.
Okay. And going back to the Google thing. So that was your background. That was number 2. Right? Those I was looking at 2. And you can also do the same thing and say, I like the word sage, and then move on and do absolutely none of the stuff we just did. So be thinking about, and this is entirely up to you, but a touch of personality, and then adding an NPC, which for you, if you look at number 4, that could be somebody from this tribe, right? And you don't have to say was, or if you could say it was, a person who was my mentor, and so I cared a lot about them, and their name was blah, right? Or when I ran for my family, I hated so and so. Yeah. So this is totally still just a. Where am I looking? I'm looking at this screen. So we're at a point of, what I can duck back out while you look at it and think an idea generate. I can sit here and prompt. I can sit and listen. Whatever y'all find useful. But I think the backgrounds, there are so many. It's easier to go through with someone the first time.
Yeah, no, there are quite like a lot. And then also, so there was a question I had in terms of, I guess the race calculator thing.
Mm-hmm.
So inputting that into with the Roll20, can we walk through that?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait, my thing's outside. That was a good one.
It's pretty good.
How many do you have? You have to get all of them,
15 polls total.
Nice. Is there a charger? So, do you have any inspirations, John, for your thing?
Listen to the questions. It's got me thinking.
Got your mind spinning.
Yeah, let my flaws or my background. Should be fun. I'm stoked. It'll be a fun game.
I like it too. I just yeah. I'm glad that Casey knows.
Yeah, having somebody to hang out with and talk through this stuff is the best.
I would have just picked such random things. I think.
I think everybody does their first time. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
normal. I just have a benefit of having. I mean, it's probably not an exaggeration to say I've listened to over 1,000 hours of D&D, just because it became
Damn.
my go-to entertainment.
That's awesome.
That's really cool. Wait, so you like watch other D&D streams? I
Yeah,
guess?
there's some big streams. There are some people who used to put out podcasts that I found like 2010 or something. So I've kind of been listening to it since then.
Nice. If you oh wait, you might have posted that like much earlier on. But yeah, if there's any good entertaining ones, you can put them in the Discord.
Well, there's Critical
Yeah.
Role that John already had suggested to him that has the voice actors.
Yes.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
Another one that's a subscription thing, but they've actually put a lot on YouTube and stuff now. Is Dimension 20, that has overlap with the College Humor cast,
Nice.
and the DM on that is he's been playing since he was 10 years old, and he is phenomenal.
Okay. So so you can see the screen.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is where I do the character the score thing. Okay.
Yeah, so hop on in.
So yes. Okay, I think I'm in my area.
Okay. Why can't it be reached? Hold on 1 second with mine.
I've played 2 hours. Oh yeah, character vault.
So on yours, yeah. So go in. Why is mine not? I can't load roll 20, but I can still do it by watching yours.
Okay.
I'm gonna switch my Wi-Fi first. Let's see if
Oh, it's not plugged in. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, I thought this is his music when he looks. I was like, that's really impressive.
Let's change the station, maybe. The chill station. Oh, we lost Casey. Sorry, Casey. What happened? How that?
Why is my
There he
thing
is.
not streaming?
that,
not
that was
connecting.
probably because I switched Wi-Fi's. It probably
Oh, that was
kicked me
it.
out. Yeah. I'm seeing if this worked.
It's not my softcore form music.
No. Yours is working, but there we go. Okay.
We lost Lauren. We might lose him. Get my laptop charged. Feels like cool jams.
Yeah. Something to kind of fill the space.
You don't just want to hear me say
All the time. All the time. That's all I hear.
Correct answer.
Yeah. Good job. Everyone passed that. Okay. So, yes. I have the thing. I opened this twice. Oh, also, I think you can share your screen if you want, but I bet it's.
I don't think I need to.
I know. I was just.
Mine is blanked out at the minute, but you are welcome to keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, so enter it and then launch.
launch.
So
That-
first,
is that-
click
is-
on the name, A Dungeon and a Dragon.
Realizing a little fault in that
The- hey, you look great.
Yep, and then scroll down and you'll have a launch button.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was like, something looks weird. I'm stuck on the
Yeah,
home
it's
page.
because that's if you have multiple campaigns, right? Each one would be different and it
Ah.
helps you to the launch page.
Yeah.
In the top right corner, there's one that looks like a newspaper. That's your journal.
Ooh.
And that
Hey.
is you. So you click on that.
Yay.
This is your
Cool.
this is yours, still in the process of doing it. So what we're
Yay.
going to do is the link is in. You put a link in Discord. Let's see. That
don't
was
know.
your stats.
Oh, I can do that. They're
You
also
can do
right here
whatever
too.
you prefer. Okay. So let me see.
Yeah.
I can't maximize. This is just me learning the thing. I can't choose to maximize your screen,
Is this?
Oh,
which makes
I can do
sense.
that.
No, it's fine. I don't need to. I'm learning.
I got it. I can maximize my screen.
How? Okay, so you're doing. So.
Oh yeah, but this could change if we wanted based off of our conversation.
Sure. Yeah.
But,
yeah.
yeah.
100%. Because so you're gonna want. So if you're gonna be a ranger, let's just walk you through these things kind of to start with. In order of probably things you would care about, you're going to want high dexterity, and you've already done that. That's great.
Nailed it.
I would. So I'm looking at the left column, the ability score. You would want high wisdom because that's how you're going to cast your spells. So
Okay.
they don't do nearly as many, but if they do a spell that needs a spell number, you want wisdom to be your second.
Okay.
Constitution is going to be getting your hit points and stuff. So that's, everybody wants it, but as somebody who's going to use a bow and arrow, it will matter the least for you of other people.
Oh, nice.
So it's fine for you not to bump it up. If I was playing anything on the front, I would put more into Constitution.
Okay.
So I would maybe I would maybe take one from I would maybe take 2 from Constitution and put them both into Wisdom.
Okay. So wisdom's gonna go to 13, and then that one always gets me. As long as I don't have to say it in the stream.
Not a problem.
And then Constitution can be 11.
Yeah. And so on the racial bonuses, I would knock the strength down to 0. So the 2 and 1 is coming from, I forget what. But everybody gets a 2 and a 1 to add where they want it. And it's totally fine to have a stat that's below 10, right? You get a negative somewhere because everybody has weaknesses. So it's fine if your strength stays 9. So
Okay.
those racial ones, I would put 2 into dexterity and 1 into the wisdom or the charisma. It doesn't really matter which.
Let's do a little charisma then. Actually, no. Let's do wisdom.
Sure. Yeah. Cool. Is 12. Cool. So that represents, learnedness. Constitution represents heartiness. A negative there would be bad. And charisma is your interpersonal skills, kind of your performative ones. Like, I persuade you, I perform, I deceive you. Whereas wisdom is you're interacting with people, I read you, I understand how you feel.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. I like
Yeah.
the idea that then the charisma is like moderately okay if I'm going to be keeping secrets.
Yeah, definitely. So then you're going to want to go back to your character sheet on the other, where I'm going to watch your, there. So this is under race. So yours is elf, and it doesn't have, and it's already giving 2 to dexterity.
Yes.
And then
Nice.
scroll down, and it probably has a sub race on the left side.
Yes.
Yeah, so you want to switch to custom.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because you're going to be a wood elf, and that's going to maybe give you a blank for where to put some stats.
Nice.
So you're going to want to do it in 1 point in charisma.
And this is where I also would put 1 for wisdom, right?
Julie, it's already. Oh wait, is that where you? Are we putting it in wisdom or in charisma? I forgot. This is that second column that'll have 2 in dexterity, but that's already at the top of the page, so you don't need that.
Okay.
This is where
Then-
the 1 goes.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with charisma just not having it and it going to wisdom, but then I'll like
Sure,
have
yeah.
charisma be
Yeah.
something.
All the
It'll be
important
what
things
it
happen
is.
at even numbers anyway, so that works. Good.
Cool.
30 speed on the grids that we're doing is almost everybody has a 30-foot speed. It just means that you can move 6 squares at a time on a turn
Oh,
if there's ever a
nice.
battle, right?
This is so
proficiency.
strange.
So you're going to be doing a hermit, which has medicine and religion. If you click
Okay.
on, oh wait, this is the subclass ones. Let me switch to elf real fast on my book. Because it's asking for what are you getting from being a wood elf, not from being an elf, because it's already given you the elf stuff.
Nice.
We're gonna say so first do a weapon.
Okay.
And I don't know if it'll let you pick multiple or not. Okay, so you're gonna want to add so the idea is, having trained with noble elves, you would have learned how to use a long sword, a short bow, and a long bow. So we can do all
Nice.
4 of those. But those
Oh,
give
yeah.
you that, even if you were playing like a wizard who normally couldn't, you would still get to.
Cool. All the long bows and short bows.
Long bow, short bow, long sword, short sword. Long hat, short hat.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
This is nice though. It's very easy to find.
Yeah.
Who gets to use a mace?
Basically, weapons are 2 categories: basic that everybody can use, or martial meant for war-like stuff. Anything that's basic, everybody can use. Excuse me, not everybody. Most people can use. Let's see.
Nice.
You're also going to want. We're going to do at least one of these, and then you'll see if you want the other. So, custom subrace feature at the bottom.
Okay.
You're going to have. You can title it Fleet of Foot.
Is that how you spell that?
Yeah.
Oh wait, just making sure.
And then in the box below it, I think you can type what it actually is. Yeah, you're going to want to type your base walking speed increases to 35 feet. So we're going to go change that in this thing above. Or we might have to change it later, but that's good for now.
Okay.
Is speed a box you can edit up top?
Yes.
Yeah, so make it 35.
Yeah. Cool. I'm fast.
The other
Make
thing
it
that comes
fast.
with being a wood elf is Mask of the Wild. So you can decide if this is something that you want, or maybe you got something different from your time with the other group. Mask of the Wild. You can attempt to hide even when you're only lightly obscured by foliage, heavy rain, falling snow, mist, and other natural phenomena.
Oh, that's cool.
Generally, to hide, you have to be like, I'm behind a big wooden box. You physically can't see me. And if it's raining, you're like, I still see you over there. You're a person in the rain. An elf is like, oh, but I'm an elf in the rain. I can still hide.
I like this. I want this.
Okay, then it is yours.
So then I just say like I'm good at hiding.
Yeah. So you're so scroll down. Can you add another custom subrace feature? Oh. So this is a different,
yeah.
a secondary one. Yeah. So you're gonna want to add
nice.
another. So this is gonna be Mask of the Wild, and so it's not all things, but it's all natural things because you're used to the out of doors.
All natural things I can hide behind.
Yeah,
Is that okay? Okay.
that's fine
I
for
like
shorthand, and we know what it means.
Yeah.
Rain,
Yeah.
leaves. A bush that you could see somebody else through, you could blend in.
Short bushes. Great. General shrubbery.
Mhm.
Tall grass.
So that's it for race. I don't know if there's a save or you just go to next.
I know. I was like looking for it.
Probably just click on class, yeah. And then Ranger's already in there, great. And so this is where you're going to pick skill proficiencies that it looks like you already did. Insight, nature, and
At some
stealth.
point I did.
Good. And so you're going to get 2 others, the medicine and the religion. And they didn't
Nice.
overlap, so that's perfect.
So where do I put those guys?
There, you already
Oh,
clicked
is it-
them. Insight. Oh, we'll add them later on the background.
Okay.
of this stuff.
Nice.
So this is a thing where Ranger has changed many times how they do favored enemy. So we're going to think about that for next time. We're not going to worry about it yet. But in general, you will later have a better time hunting down certain things because you were raised in the wild. So maybe you learned to fight humanoids. Maybe you learned to fight monstrosities or fiends, as you have in it. Fiends would be like demons and devils, which, you know,
Cool.
which we would want to work into your backstory if that's what you
Right.
want, because you haven't seen them yet, right? Oh, unless you're
Yeah.
and then I'm like, oh, she's definitely seen them. Maybe this group you were with was anti-devil, right? Maybe that's the story.
That's a great name, but yeah, no, I also agree. Like me being like, I can kill demons, FYI.
I'm
is
great
kind
at
of out.
Have you ever seen them? No, but I
Right,
believe
like-
it.
I can
I
totally kill dragons too. I read it in a book.
So go to abilities properly.
This is so useful. Thank you, Casey. I
Yeah,
was
you
like, had no. Yeah, this is great.
I think with these and board games and stuff, there's two ways to do it. Let's slowly play and fill it in as we need, or let's hear it all too fast and then we'll go back and learn it better. And unfortunately, there's not really a let's just start playing, because then we need the numbers to know how you're going to choose them.
Yeah.
So for that, choose custom for the ability score listing.
Oh, nice.
And you're going to enter all the numbers from that left column, so not the pluses. So dexterity will be 14, and then your race will bump it up to 16.
That's pretty cool. This makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
Extra dex. Okay, and so like when I roll, basically it's gonna be like you rolled an 8, but then your intelligence is 12, and so that 8 turns into some other number.
Yep. Basically, a 10 is purely average. So a 10 adds 0 to it. So like if you come across a commoner, you can imagine their stats are probably 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
They're straight 10.
Yeah. So these are the things. So this is saying you are out of this world at charisma and dexterity. So then
And
background.
wisdom will be really high.
And wisdom will. Oh yeah, because you're gonna get the extra one from that. Yeah. So go to background.
Okay.
And we're probably gonna type in a custom one. We're not gonna type in most of it right now because that's a lot to make you do for not much benefit.
Yeah.
But you're gonna put in.
Oh yeah, this is great. I can do the things that
Well, but
Yeah.
they're not on this list because this is for acolyte and it only has
Oh.
acolyte. So this is
Okay.
something that I'm actually gonna type in for you later. But go to the top. Go to the top and change it from acolyte to custom,
Okay.
and just
What is
title
an
it.
acolyte?
An acolyte is like was raised in the church, knows the ceremonies, has the robe and incense.
Yeah. Pew boy, right? That's what
Yep.
it's called.
Yeah, and just type in hermit, and that'll be all the remainder I need.
Devotee.
Devotee.
Mhm,
Devotee.
Indoctrinated child. Equipment
Equipment.
at the top. Oh no, the next page. We're going to do class equipment, and then you're going to have leather armor because that fits what you've said so far. You can either have short sword or like a mace or something. Short sword will be better damage than most because you happen to be an elf, so you already know how to use it.
Nice.
You could also pick a long sword if you wanted, or whatever. But you're going to want a longbow for 100% sure. I just think that's the
Okay.
next category.
No.
So you want that? Oh no! So at the top it says longbow, quiver, arrows. You don't even get to choose that. All rangers get it.
Oh, okay.
So you've already
Oh,
got a
that's
long.
good. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is like
Nice.
if somebody runs up at you and you can't shoot a bow at them, what are you going
Oh.
to pull out of your pockets, right?
Yeah. Dagger.
Cool.
A little. Never mind. I'm not gonna say the word that I'm thinking. Children. But yes, dagger is equivalent.
It's just us. You can say whatever you want.
Just a shiv.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you're not going to need spells yet. We will talk about those after the first session when y'all are getting next to the level where a ranger would get them. The thing about the ranger is they have fewer that they learn, so you don't have as much to learn, and they can use them far less. Like you use it like 2 times a day early on. Like, oh, I did this in the morning and that at night, and that's all my magic. So you're just
That's
kind of
good.
picking what you want it to be.
That's
Bio is entirely up to you to add however much of what we've been saying is possible.
Oh,
It is kind of nice
cool.
because we will forget things and add your, think through how tall, how short, what color eyes.
Yeah.
One of the first things I'm going to say in session 1 is, okay, y'all, like we might intro around the table in some way, but when you first interact with other people, you're going to describe what they look
That's
like.
really
You want to know a gist, right? And you'll say what you care about.
I'm
And
gonna
it's
be.
getting
I'm a
complicated.
baby. I'm a baby elf.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You are not supposed to be out in the world yet.
I'm
You are
just a
not an
little
adult.
babe. That's cool. I thought she was like my age.
She is.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
if you were going to live to be 700.
Right. No, this is so much fun. Like when I was a kid, and even now, I told John like my favorite thing about any kind of game is like getting to design the character. So this will be
character creators
very,
where you
very
do
fun.
the hair and get the chin
Yep.
and fix the yeah.
yeah. I just want to be able to pick the hair color.
So I'm gonna dip for a bit and help Brittany with some stuff. I might do
Yeah,
that while y'all on
yeah.
the stream, but from this part, just do your creative stuff and fill in what they look like. And when you're at the end, apply changes, and it'll take a second because it's gonna move all the stuff to the sheet correctly. And if it doesn't, we'll
This is
fix it.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Casey.
you bet. You bet. Happy to. Y'all have a great
Bye.
night, and I might be back. We'll see.
Hope to see you soon. But either way, have a good night.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, y'all too.
That was fun.
That was so much fun. That was so useful. That was like exactly what I needed.
What more remains to be done?
Like basically nothing. Like I'll edit the bio, and what she looks like in my own time.
So, can you give me a rundown? What was just decided?
Yeah, I'm a super cool elf.
Okay.
I'm an elf that likes to use bows and swords because I was trained to use that. Is this what you're asking, or are you asking like?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if you were like, tell me your character, or if you're like, tell me what you did.
Everything.
Okay. Yeah. So we picked a what was it called? It's like a background, I think, is what it's called. But like I'm a hermit, which is funny. Yeah, it's the background. And that's the thing that you then like all those questions that he asked, like which one best fits you. That's what that was related to. So it informs how she's going to react to things in the world. So because she cares about people, if we run into someone who's injured, she might be like, hey guys, we have to stop, and help them. But she also doesn't like to open up to them. So someone might be like, there was a flock of birds. She'll be like, I don't know. And then so those are like her background. And then the sheet that I sent you that had all those, like the fill in the chart with the skills and everything. I put that into the Roll20, and so now that's uploaded so that whenever like I actually do roll, Casey, or I guess it will automatically adjust according to what like skills and class and race numbers I have.
That rules.
Yeah, it rolls. Yeah, this is very useful. Like I actually feel like I understand a lot better what I'm doing, and not just being like, I'll just answer this question to the best of my ability.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good timing.
Yay! You said good timing.
Yeah,
You done?
I'm done cutting.
Woo! I agree. Do you want help?
Sure.
I think I want to let the D&D percolate.
Okay.
Is that how you say it?
Percolate?
Percolate.
Yeah.
Percolate.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, that was so useful though. And yeah, if you have questions, I can now walk you through it, or you can just watch this.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll have you walk it.
No, I'm kidding. I will.
All right. I'll take out the screen and then we can.
Yes.
There we go.
Haha, no pressure.
No pressure at all.
Do I need to wear my headphones?
You can do whatever you want. Okay. So now,
That was so useful.
yeah, Casey's great.
He's such a nice, like, I really like the way that he lets you answer things and like walks you through things about. He's just a very good instructor.
I agree. Nothing but respect. Nothing but respect for my DM. Okay. So, pull up the booth design here. I kind of know what I'm gonna do, but I want to have a diagram in front of me so I don't make mistakes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
GMG. Yeah, so my character, she's very young, got excluded from her royal family because kind of I guess it